What's going on, people? So if you were paying attention to the beginning parts of my videos for the last two, I think it was, something like that, I don't know. Either way, somewhere in there, in the beginning, I said something about Cam's dog and going through surgery and all that stuff. And well, unfortunately things took a bad turn and Stu, the dog, did not make it. So Cam's feeling pretty down for obvious reasons. You know, he was close to that dog for a long time. And even for me and other people, it's like, obviously it's not really me living there or whatever, so I don't really interact with them so much. But seeing the stories every day, it's like you start to kind of expect it, and you almost in a way feel like it's partially your dog too or something. So you got a little bit of a stake in how he's doing, basically. So yeah, that was very unexpected, to say the least. So hopefully things are going somewhat okay over there as best they can. But again, I did mention like the donation links and all that stuff, so obviously like you can still go ahead and do that to help with repaying the surgery fees and all that stuff, and maybe like other things that may come up now. But yeah, so go ahead, there's links in the description and all that good stuff. Do what makes sense to you. So that being that, I'm gonna move on and kind of bring things up just a little bit, somewhat I suppose. I did pick up a pair of shoes today. As you see, these came from Champs. It's some kind of 5, black and red, Bulls 5, Ragin Bulls 5s. I think that's what people are calling it. Toro something or other. Look, here's the thing. I don't care about any of those names and stuff for the most part. I don't remember where they came from because I didn't look into it. I just know that people keep talking about them, and this is one of those bigger releases, I guess, supposedly. I don't know. I just know it's a black and red 5. I was a little on the fence about it because I just got those black and red 12s, which are pretty similar. But I do like 5s. It's one of my more liked Jordans, one of the few. So I figured I'll put in for them maybe and see how that goes. I say maybe because I had heard there was some ZX 8000 style Ultra Boosts coming out that were supposed to be out on the 8th, which was maybe 2 days ago. So I was thinking if I get those, then these will probably just have to stay in the store. But those got pushed back, so here we are, talking about this. Now, according to the side of the box, was Air Jordan Retro 5, Varsity Red, Black, White, whatever. Normal stuff, right? There's no tag on the side. Usually they put your name and your email address on the side of the box. They didn't do that this time. But I will say this box itself is pretty nice, so I do kind of like that. I didn't know it was going to be in a fancy box. I figured it'd just be like the standard thing or whatever. Because again, I didn't pay much attention. I just put in for the shoes and then won the raffle last night. So here we are. What's that? Oh, that's just a little bit of box crap. I didn't really check these out or anything because I never do. I should. I really should, especially after that debacle with the Air Max 97. But usually I just wait till I get home. So anyways, looking at these, everything seems to be fine. So make sure, double check. Yeah, things are good. So let's go ahead and knock this out here. Obviously, today we're going to be talking about the Air Jordan Retro 5 in the black and varsity red colorway. Again, can't remember what those other names were. Something about it. Either way, it doesn't matter. Let's just talk about these things. I usually use this one. We're going to start with the bottom, down there. What you're saying, standard kind of outsole that you see on a lot of 5s. Maybe all of them, I don't know. I got a little bit of some clear stuff going on, so that's kind of cool. Some people don't like that because they say, oh, it's going to get so dirty so fast. Like, yeah. And so moving on past that to the midsole, you pretty much got your standard thing. I think Homegrown Cakes was saying that these aren't like teeth and it's supposed to be like flames from like a jet or something like that. I don't know how much truth there is to that. It's not a thing that I've ever really got into, but he usually knows what he's talking about. I'll give him that. So, little piece of it, not advice, trivia, I guess. And then on the inside, they don't have that. They just have the one piece, whereas out here is like 4. But either way, black. So there's that. The upper, get you some pictures in there so you can see these. But anybody watching this, you probably already know what they look like now, don't you? So here's the thing. This is a suede upper all around the shoe, and it's in varsity red. I don't believe there's much else to say. As far as the fabric material and all that stuff goes, It's fine, it's not amazing, it's not life-changing, it's not anything that I'm going to go out and tell people to do. Did you get those red and black 5s? They're crazy good. That's not gonna happen. They feel fine though, don't get me wrong. It's just, fine, right there in the middle somewhere. But past that, as far as the upper goes, because again, I don't need to get too deep into the details, you do have that plasticky style cage thing going on the middle area. Down there on the back, you do have a black Jumpman, so there's that for you. It's really, for the most part, the only stuff that's going on the shoe outside of that 23 there. And then moving on to the rest of the upper, at the front of the upper here, where the laces are, you do have those standard black lace holding things on there. Nothing fancy about that, just like a really hard, really stiff plastic. And then you got some pretty standard red laces. So there you go. Moving on up though, to finish this thing out, you do have that clear, lace lock thing. It's got the little Jordan logo on there. It's like there's one on the actual lace lock, and then there's one on the red lace lock. I don't know. Whichever one of these is the lace lock, I don't know. But either way, there's 2 Jordans in here in this little area. Moving on. Up here, top of the tongue, you got the big old 3M style tongue going on here. It's a little, because of the way this was crammed down in there, it is a little bit creased, which I know some people are like, oh my god, your shoe is creased, that's not cool, you gotta go and complain. If you've ever seen my on feed, I usually crease the shoes in the video anyway, so what's it matter? But yeah, a huge top of the tongue, because that's how Jordan 5s are, with the big black Jumpman on the top. And then on the back of the tongue, it does say Air Jordan. So there's a little picture of that in there for you. But otherwise, that's pretty much the outside of this here shoe. So let's go ahead and jump onto the inside and see what's in there. Probably not much. Nope, I was right. Not much. So you got a black insole, you got a white Jumpman. There's that for you. So, alright, I suppose that's it. So now we can move on past that part and we can just go ahead and talk about the sizing. Now, I can't vouch for these completely because obviously I just took them out of the bag and haven't worn them. So I'm just going to go by what I know from other 5s. And if there's anything that's different, I'll just throw it on the screen. But I'm going to talk about these as if they fit like the other 5s I have, which for the most part is true to size. I say for the most part because 5s are kind of a bulkier type of shoe, right? So they tend to feel a little loose, at least to me. I don't know how everybody else feels, but to me they can feel a little loose, right? So I generally go down half in like pretty much all of my Jordans just because I like a snug fit. I don't recommend that to everybody, but in this particular case, you might want to consider it, possibly, right? If you're just kind of gonna have to take your chances and you're gonna be stuck with whatever you get, I'd say just go true to size and hope for the best. But that's really all I can say about these because again, I haven't worn them. And I'll just have to throw something in the video to clarify where I stand in the end after I actually do the on foot. Comfort-wise though, it's not really there. I mean, to be completely honest, it's a Jordan. Most of them aren't known for that. And the 5 is even more so not known for that. Personal opinion, of course. Can you wear a pair all day? I mean, sure, technically you can. You can wear anything all day, can't you? But are you going to feel good about it though? That's the real question. Probably not. I've worn some of these for like large chunks of time. Not a huge fan of it. I just for some reason like the model. So that's why I get them. But I believe I've pretty much said enough and I don't think anybody really needs much information. You're probably just watching this video to see it. So we can move on. Alright, that being that. So if for whatever reason my personal thoughts mean something to you and you want those, here they are. Overall, not bad. I got no real issues with them minus some cosmetic problems, but well, that's to be expected with the whole Jordan brand thing. But this overall, it's fine. It's nothing amazing, I don't think, and it's definitely not deserving of all that extra hype and attention that I saw it getting. But I don't think anybody's going to be too disappointed with them. I mean, it's still just nothing amazing though. Like I said, there was some stuff I mentioned in the beginning of the video that means a lot, so go ahead and take that information. Hopefully you do something positive with it. If you don't, I kind of get it, but just at least consider it. So past that, I don't really think I have anything else left to say. I got another video to do after this, then WrestleMania comes on tonight, at least night 1 does. So I'm gonna do that and do a bunch of editing because I'm way behind people. But for now, have a nice rest of your day or rest of your night, whatever it is, wherever you are. I gotta go do that stuff that I just said I need to go do. So, later, people.